Alright, guys, we are live from Brojo for an episode of Dem Game Boys. I'm Kean, not Keith.
Did we just speak into this mic? Or
Yeah.
we pick it?
No, we're speaking into that one.
Alright. Some fucking microphones.
We should
around
probably
here.
move up then.
Yeah, that's why I was like leaning back all the way on the couch. I'm Eli.
Oh, you're not your local anarchist Eli anymore? You're just Eli?
Oh, fuck yeah, we're doing titles.
Well, I didn't.
I'm fucking galactic anarchist Eli. Fuck them all, burn every planet.
And I'm amateur Tinder specialist John D.
Specialist, huh?
Amateur specialist.
Versus what? What
Versus
other things
specialist
could you
specialist.
specialize into?
I don't fucking know.
Different dating websites.
It's possible.
See, he's really good at Toki Doki
Okay,
Literature Club, so he's really good at Tinder.
I am
Man,
Tinder
that's
specialist.
depressing.
I am Tinder specialist amateur blackpeoplemeet.com John Dean.
That's just impressive. I'll be honest.
There's one for fat people too, but I can't remember the name
How
of
did
it.
you get into that one? Like,
No, I saw the
How many
commercial.
people are just disappointed that you're not black?
that's my thing. Like,
Or are they just like, oh, I could go for a white
Do you
guy.
think you can make an account if you're not black?
I'm.
Yeah, I do. I don't
Well,
think,
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
think
you
you have to
probably-
like send a picture in for approval.
Well, no, here's my thing.
What
Like,
do you
it's better
do,
than like
though?
AfricanMeat.com, because if you're from South Africa, you could be white as fuck, and like they can't be like, "How dare you?"
Well, then
You're
how
like,
is that not better?
It's true.
That's more inclusive.
Technically,
than
if you're like,
No, what I mean is
and
like
if you're
Afri-
from North Africa, you can just be like Middle Eastern.
So are we just not gonna point out that like making a relationship website that's literally only for black people trying to meet black people
It's
is
racist.
just kind of sort of racist
It
in a
is
bit of
kind
a
of
way?
racist, yeah. in a
It
way.
is.
It's
I mean,
like-
I'm perfectly fine with like
I
I
don't
only
care,
want to
but-
date another black person, but
I mean, I don't know. Like,
now that I think about it, maybe it isn't.
Yeah, no, it's kind of weird. But
It's one of those
I
things you
don't
can't
know.
tell people who they can and can't
date.
fall in love with or whatever.
Right.
I guess, yeah.
I don't
You
know.
could if we
could,
ruined
but
the
that's,
government
Yeah, true.
and installed
I-
something
Anarchy!
else. Yeah.
I don't like see. So that's the thing that's
Socialist
weird
regime,
because like
if
my
you
mom
will.
straight up wants me to marry an Asian girl, like whether it be like half white or like full blood Asian girl. But like I've never found like Asian girls attractive. Like I don't know why.
I find all girls attractive, except for fat chicks. But I do like thick
Why were you
bitches.
on the fat people dating?
No, I wasn't on it. The commercial was on during the Super Bowl, and that's why I can't remember what it was because I was
So-
only like half
so
paying
you-
attention.
So what you're getting at is you don't like the vast majority of women on this planet.
Ouch! Are you calling everybody fat?
Well, even if they aren't fat, they'll see themselves as fat. So
Yeah,
I'm right
true.
either way.
I guess.
You're riding that whale really hard right now on the.
I would actually say that, like, based on the people that I see on an average day, that America's definitely, like, slowly declining on that whole, like,
Oh, they actually
overly obese thing. Yeah, because I actually don't see
also
as
on
many.
overpopulation.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's
so what
actually
do you-
probably better than the whole obese
Kian
thing.
not having children is saving us.
I mean, I'm not gonna have children either.
Oh
Neither
fuck!
am I.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate kids, dude.
Oh,
They're
He
fucking
gets it.
horrible.
I mean, yeah,
I'll
but
just marry John.
There we go. Dude, we get tax breaks for being gay, I'm pretty sure. We definitely get... Dude, you can get decreased tuition.
Probably in Iowa.
No, I'm actually serious. You can get decreased tuition just for being married.
oh, I
in
thought you
college.
said for being gay. I was like,
I think you might even get bonus on
Probably,
being
actually,
gay
yeah.
married.
bonuses for being gay married.
But yeah, if you're married, you can already get like a better tuition rate. than
All right,
everything
well, what
else.
have you guys been playing
Yeah.
lately?
Oh, are we doing the
Yeah, we're
video
doing
game
the
one?
Yeah.
we should-
Dude, I don't know which one we're doing. You didn't
Yeah,
say it.
no, he did.
We just watched a bunch of trailers and you're like,
about video games.
He
yeah,
did
that's,
say it at
you're
the
right.
beginning,
He
actually.
did actually play video game trailers. That should have been enough.
So,
No, we're talking about the movie trailers we didn't watch.
I don't remember when I started it. So I finished Warcraft 3.
Oh, that game is awesome.
Yeah. And then I started playing Brawlhalla. And I got a bunch of my friends into it because it was a free game that was only 250 megabytes.
Yeah, I tried to get people to play Brawlhalla. It was just me and Max. And then Jay played with us for a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not really good at Smash, so I'm not gonna play
I
it."
mean, you don't have to be good at Smash.
Yeah, not to enjoy it at least.
It's not as much as a
Bullshittery?
clusterfuck.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit. There's some bullshit characters to me.
Yeah, there's some weapons that those characters have that are bullshit.
I know I was playing as... There's a free rotation, but I was playing as, like, there's a cowgirl character. I don't remember her name. I think it was Cassidy. But
I like the Al Capone look dude.
yeah, he's really fun, too. But, like...
And then the scythe-wielding dude who, like, his fucking, like...
There's a scythe-wielding girl, currently. And she can grab you with it, and that's some real horse shit.
Is it, like... Do they have the emo haircut?
Mirage? No, she wears, like, a hood.
Oh, yeah, no, see, so there's a scythe dude.
Whoa. He wears a hood. Sounds pretty racist.
Why?
What do you mean, why? It's a joke, first of all.
It's not like she has a burning cross attack or anything.
Well, maybe she
Burning
does.
Cross jetpack.
That's what her weapon is.
I kind of want to make a fighting game like that and just put all these odds and ends characters for
Just
different things. You just have like a badly like cut JPEG of Trogdor the Burninator and shit, and it's just like the White Knight. He's got stupid ass
Oh,
power.
no.
Wears a robe and shit.
Look, he's got a fucking like cross on his back that's on fire. It's his jetpack.
That's his weapon. Or his jetpack? Okay.
That's his, like, flight technique. Is that, like,
Oh,
using
God.
the combustion of the cross?
Oh.
Okay, so what have you been up to playing, John?
I started playing Shovel Knight again because I downloaded like the Spectre of Torment stuff and everything a long time ago and just never played it. Now I'm playing it again. And then there's one other expansion or download for that or whatever, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Shield Knight. I haven't started that at all yet, so
I like Shovel Knight.
I'll probably finish Spectre of Torment and then play as Shield Knight.
Shovel Knight is ridiculously fun.
I like Spectre a lot more, actually.
Have you ever played Shovel Knight?
No, and I probably never will, because I'm not a huge fan of side-scrollers
In 8-bit shit.
and platformers, but
Yeah.
I respect the company that makes it, because they do really good work, and
Mhm.
release free DLC that's, like, worth a shit,
I dig it. I really like Shovel Knight. I think Shovel Knight is
because that's what you're talking about, and
Yeah.
they, like, redid the entire fucking game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Spectre and Shield Knight are both entirely new games. They're not just like...
a reskin of the game.
Yeah, and the Spectre plays totally different from Shovel
Yeah.
Knight, too.
Really?
I'm liking it a lot.
Like, that's what I'd heard, and it's just like, and it's free. And I was like, goddamn, they're just giving people everything in that
Yeah.
game. I wish I liked it, but...
And
it's
then
just not my
I'm
thing.
still playing through Digimon Cyber Sleuth. The first one, not the newest one. Mainly because it was like a couple years old when I was thinking about buying it, but it was still like a $60 game everywhere that I found it.
Yeah, it was really expensive for a while.
But they had like an anime sale on the PlayStation Store a couple weeks ago, and there.
It seems like the type of thing they'd have on PlayStation.
Yeah, well, Xbox did it too. They just had different games.
Here's the
Probably just,
Weeb
like,
sale.
Final Fantasy. Yeah, they probably would
Yeah.
have called it something else.
No, that's
They would have been
that's
like,
actually
Xbox
exactly
is
what
having
they
a
called it.
super big penis God edition sale.
No, it was literally the
Buy
same
all the
thing.
shit.
They were like, it's an anime sale, but like the only thing they had on there was like Xenoverse 2 and fucking
all the Dragon Ball
the
games.
One
Dragon
Piece
Ball.
games that aren't very good.
Here's
But-
the Mega Weeboo sale, guys.
Yeah, basically I was able to buy it for like $18
I've
instead of 60, so I was like, yeah.
I have a tiny tangent to go off on that. I've been looking for a fucking... It's actually a farming game, but it's like an RTS farming game. I played it when I was a kid. That game is like $80 for some reason.
Is it Blue Moon?
No, it's not. It's no Harvest Moon.
It's not Harvest Moon.
No, I actually own Blue Moon. On PS1 still.
Yeah,
The disc.
a lot of those old
No,
games.
it's like American Farmer. From like 2004. It was a fun fucking game. I enjoyed it so much. I don't know why.
It's a real-time strategy farming game?
Real-time strategy is a bit of a stretch, but that's the closest thing I can equate it to.
Yeah, most of those games, when they start to get old, it's not that they're so good that they're worth
Yeah, but
that
it's
much.
not even like a
It's
fucking
that there's-
classic. It's like an obscure.
Yeah, that's why it's so
game.
expensive. Is because
Yeah.
it's hard to find, and there are people
Oh.
out there that are like collectors
And then like
that want like every game in a specific console's generation, and so they'll
it's
buy.
just a PC game.
They will buy that shit for that much
Just
money.
piss-
Know this: if Gil listens to you, he will get that for you for your Christmas and birthday.
Go ahead.
Like, I spent like $70 on Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, we were
that's
also playing Baldur's
though.
Gate: Dark
that's-
Alliance.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking instant classic.
Yeah,
Type
that's
game.
true.
And
It's
also
like-
another
Well, the
American
reason-
Alliance.
Farmer. No one knows that game. That's why
The
I was
reason-
like, this is such an obscure
Yeah.
reference.
The reason that one was so expensive is because like it was so good that like even after that console's generation, people were still buying it to play it.
Yeah.
And then like I only bought it because I had a copy and then I lost it, and I still had number 2, and I'm like, I can't play number 2 without playing number 1.
You know what pisses me off is I think I sold both of the PS2 ones that my brother had to GameStop
For
probably
like $1.
50 cents and
Yeah.
a punch to the throat.
That punch to the throat is in-store credit only.
It
Actually,
pretty much is, yeah.
That's right. Zach has a PlayStation 2 still too, and he has a bunch of games I kind of want to play.
that's what I've been looking for is a PlayStation 2, mostly because I fucking want to play Dual Masters.
I sold mine.
I bet you could like ask
Like, I have a
Zach. I
controller.
bet Zach will sell you his PS2.
Yeah, I don't want to buy Zach's from him because then he won't have one.
I don't think he
Then
fucking
you just
plays
play
it.
it in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, does Zach play games? Yeah. You'd probably be fine.
Well, yeah, he played Battlefront 2 on it for quite a while, actually.
For the record, if Gil is listening and wants to buy me that, go ahead. Don't know if it'll work on my computer. It's a pretty old game.
Yeah.
I actually find it like well, we were playing Ultimate Alliance and my nostalgia kicked in because this is gonna make me sound like a fucking loser, but senior year, me and 3 of my really good friends, our last hurrah for our before summer vacation, like we graduated.
You're right, this is making you sound like a loser.
All right, listen, I'm not like saying like I want to go back to high school.
No,
but-
it's making you sound like you peaked in high school.
no. I didn't peak in high school. I peaked in college.
I worry about that sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh
if
god,
you
it gets
did-
better, right? And then I'm like, yeah, it's already better.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was-
live with my parents.
like-
I peaked in like,
I can definitely-
the
I can-
lowest common denominator.
I
I,
can-
don't live with my parents.
Oh, yeah,
so I'm doing
absolutely.
good.
I can definitely look at some of the people I went to high school with and be like, yeah, they peaked in high school. And then I look at myself and I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not back there anymore. Fuck.
No. The one thing that like, because when I downloaded it, because like Ultimate Alliance 2 came out when I was a senior in high school, so that was 7 years. Oh shit.
Little Lord, I was in middle school.
So I remember it was me, my friend Jesse, Shaver, and John. We played it.
Shaver?
Shaver. His last name was Shaver.
Shaver. That's like,
No.
that's like a shitty soup.
So like we were playing it, and like I just remember playing Ultimate Alliance 2 with my really good friends, and just feeling like a bad. Like it wasn't okay. Like we were at the time we were grown men screaming at a TV, and I just remember his sister fucking telling us, "All right," like posting something that like made us look like super fucking nerds. She's like, "My brother and his friends are playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance, so go Captain America, I guess." I'm like, oh man.
Whoa, that sounds racist too. It doesn't, I'm just fucking around.
Versus
But-
Americans?
I just, for me, I like playing it with Eli. again.
America power.
Playing with Eli and like I was just digging around in that game. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I like love this.
But I can back that up. It wasn't after senior year. It was between junior and senior year. Pretty much reinvented the game of Risk because we got really bored. That was definitely the most nerdy I've ever felt.
Yeah,
Just coming up with game rules and trying to balance them.
yeah.
It was retarded.
Like so, like I didn't really do a
I
lot
was
of
doing the same thing the other day with our shitty fucking JRPG video game, man.
like, but
a
that's
little different than
Yeah,
just
a
being
little
like,
bit.
okay, so we had an already complicated version of Risk, and we were like, how can we make
Let's
this more
make it
complicated?
harder.
Like,
So we
no.
basically had Call of Duty loadouts for Risk. You had
But
to
like
pick
for
up before we
like for like me for like we didn't really do like when I was in high school, nerdy shit wasn't cool still.
It was not cool when I was in high school. This is Northwest Iowa, Kian.
Yeah.
It's still not really that cool. It's just the movies.
Exactly,
the
like-
only part of it that was cool is it was like, everyone plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's
Even the girls, that's about it.
But that was my thing, like when
That's not how it was.
But
for
when
us.
you
the
start-
girls
when
didn't
you-
play Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
the girls
When you
did not
start
play
getting
Call of Duty.
into it and you're like, yeah, I can tell you the whole history of Halo, and you start correcting people, they're like, oh, that kid's a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
No,
But
like
they don't say it because you're bigger than
I
them.
remember when Iron Man came out.
I didn't
my
have
fresh-
that problem.
Yeah.
Neither did I was bigger than them.
I remember Iron Man came out my freshman year, and like everyone's like, Iron Man's so cool. I'm like, it's actually based off of this fucking comic that I think you should read. They're like, Kian, we go to the fucking movie so we don't have to read. I was like, okay. Yeah, that's understandable. Alright, I'm a piece of shit. You're right. I'm sorry. Like, I like Ultimate Alliance, like, even Dark Alliance, though. Dark Alliance, to me, is because I played the fuck out of Champions of Norath on PS2.
Strong one.
You played it too?
I played it after I had played Baldur's Gate because
Feels like Baldur's Gate, doesn't it?
it is. Me and my brother played Baldur's Gate, and then
And that game
our
was
cousins were like, "Oh, well, if you like that, you'll like Champions of Norath."
And it was
Yeah, that's why
four-player.
a lot of people.
And
got
so
into it.
they gave us it for a little while.
And the game was 4-player.
I don't remember a whole lot other than there's some fucking mermaid bitch, and I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do next. You get like stranded on an island.
Oh yeah, she had long hair that hit her tits.
I don't
She's
know.
just fucking like sitting on a rock, and I was like, "What do I do next,
I have-
Skank? Where do I go?"
I have no idea why a mermaid chick reminded me of
Where's
this.
the
but-
fucking
Oh my
conch shell?
God.
No, it reminded me of a boss from Dark Souls
Starbucks
2
logo?
that when it first came out, I struggled with so fucking hard. It's called Misha the Baneful Queen. And she's like a snake lady that also has hair that covers her titties. And, no, wait, I don't remember what covers her titties. Because she holds her head in her hand.
Oh, that's fucked up. So she's just Medusa?
Yeah, kind of like that, but she uses her head to, like, spit magic and shit.
So snakes cover her titties, I'm assuming.
No, I think she's just got titties
Head
but no
probably,
nipples.
yeah.
But anyways, like, she was so fucking hard, because, like, her entire
While
arena...
you were so fucking hard.
No, I was too busy trying to figure out how the fuck I could beat this boss after, like, 36 fucking tries. Anyways, her entire, like, floor is covered in poison,
Oh shit.
and so you're constantly taking poison damage, and in Dark Souls 2, poison damage kills you in, like, 3 seconds. And so, like, there's one spot in the middle of the fucking arena that's, like, not very large. It's, like, the size of fucking, like, 3 people standing in a circle. And that's where you're supposed to fight her. And it took me fucking forever to figure out that you have to, like, burn down her windmill. And then that drains the poison out of the arena.
What?
Yeah, and it didn't make sense, but it
just
made
the
the fight...
nostalgia episode. We
way
got
more
the
easier.
News, just talking about things used to be better.
I was just fucking saying that your mermaid thing reminded me of her for some reason.
If we could ever find a copy of Champions of Norath and get the PS4...
Get on it.
I mean, yeah,
we
I
could
look
probably
it
go
up
to
on
Exile.
Amazon.
up
I
in
mean, I could
Milford.
look it up on
Good,
Amazon.
actually.
Yeah, Exile has a shit... I bet you...
Buy Warhammer minis and
Well,
get started.
is Exile? You're not. If games are really rare, you're probably not going to find them in game stores.
Oh,
You-
I know. That's why I didn't say Exile.
I know, but like Champions of Norath is not that rare, from what I remember.
If Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is rare,
Yeah,
Champions of Norath is rarer.
Champions of Norath PlayStation 2, $104.99 on Amazon.
Forget what I just fucking
Suggest
said.
it to guilt.
There's 33 offers for a used copy, and the first one is like $25.
And I was about to be like, also, since it's apparently 4-player, I did not know that.
It is 4-player, fun fact.
So
All right, so you can buy a used copy for like $31.
I also remember playing Gauntlet 7
Original
Sorrows.
case and disc, no manual, but the seller does not have very good reviews.
I don't need the manual. Trust me.
Pretty positive that copy is like scratched to
Oh,
shit.
here.
Yeah.
Broken
Well, no,
disc
it said
inside the case.
used very good, but it's just that they don't
Well, I
have.
mean, if they don't have very good reviews, then they're probably a fucking liar.
They've only got like 2 sales. So
So,
I don't know.
but
We'll look into it.
in general, did you
Yeah.
guys? And like another thing, Dark Alliance reminded me of, and I don't
Edit that out, by the way. We don't want other people buying that.
Can't ignore it. Nobody's gonna spend $105 for a PS2 game.
Now that we've reminded them.
You spent $80 on an Xbox game.
Because I had the second one already. If
Yeah.
I hadn't actually already played these games and been like, I really want to play fucking Dark Alliance 2 again, and then couldn't find my first one, I would have been like, fuck it. And then sold number 2 on fucking Amazon for like $60.
War in the North. Great game.
It is.
You
Yeah,
can buy
it
that
is.
one on Steam though.
Yeah, or you can buy it on 360 for like $2.50.
Because I was
Oh
looking
shit! Yeah, that's right.
on what?
360? I'm pretty sure the 360 copy is super cheap.
I don't know. I'd probably buy it on Steam because I could still play with friends.
Yeah, true.
It's fun. I like it.
It was fun.
You know what else seems kind of fun? And medieval? Warhammer Vermintide.
Yeah, 360 version you can get for like $5.
Warhammer Vermintide 2. We
The
watched.
Steam one's only like 10.
You can buy
Fuck
it.
you, kid.
You can buy a disc copy of the. on
Buying
PC
old
for, like,
games, we don't need you.
$30. Yeah, exactly. The PS3 version's like $30.
I don't know. So
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, Warhammer Vermintide 2. We saw a gameplay trailer. It looks fun. I like the first
it
one,
kind of just looked just like Vermintide.
I was gonna say that. I was like, it looks like the first one.
but cleaner and less. I'm hoping less glitches.
Well, the only reason that like I have problems with glitches is because it was free, and so the servers are just overloaded. I'm pretty sure if I'd like loaded it up today and started playing, it'd be fine.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Because there's no
probably.
one playing it anymore.
Well, because most of the people that didn't really care that much about the game aren't playing it anymore.
That happens with every free game that has an
Yeah.
online portion to it, pretty much. Because like that even happened with speedrunners.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks like I don't know. I like
It looks like more of the same. That's not bad though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks more polished. I think.
I mean, yeah.
Then we go to Biomutant and this gameplay. The one complaint I have is I don't like the little comic boing when you're on the fucking mushrooms. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
think
mind it. It
Oh,
adds
the sound.
character.
Yeah, the sound effect.
I just don't like the fact that it's basically just Monster Hunter World, but you're playing from your Palico's perspective.
Yeah, but this is be playing from your Palico's perspective if your Palico could actually do anything.
Yeah, that doesn't just give you a viscer
Dude,
flyer
he
throw
can
traps
he
at
can
you.
take hits from Elder Dragons and not just
True.
die instantly.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That is pretty impressive.
The only thing
I
mine's
always
really
thought
good.
that. I was like, I'm just gonna pick him up and use him as a fucking shield.
The only thing
Which
mine's
is
really
resistant.
good for is fucking dropping vigor wafts on me when
Yeah.
I really fucking need them.
Yeah. Or when you
Or-
don't. Or when you don't. They'll just be like, here's a bigger wasp.
Or sometimes he'll be like, it's time for a vigor wasp, and then he'll drop it and I'll roll, and then suddenly I'm out of range and it blows up and does nothing. And I'll be like, God fucking damn it.
Luckily, I use a bow. What pisses me off is when I use the traps. I'll set them right in front of me when I'm shooting with
Yeah.
the bow, and so I'll shoot it instantly.
I fucking hate trying to
Anyway,
fucking
let's go back to the game
use
where
traps in
action's
general.
supposed to be done.
I'm
Traps
excited
are
for.
OP. Anyway,
I just don't like capturing.
neither do I. I just like to use the traps so I can shoot the shit out of them.
Well, I like to fight monsters one-on-one.
Yeah,
with
that's
a
why I
stupid
use the
long
traps.
sword.
Anyway, so
Biomutant has like a fucking like I don't know. There's like a fist thing that
I
like
don't-
shoots the shit out of people and then turns
Yeah,
into a fist. and punch
we've
them.
talked about this game before too, and I was excited for it back then, and I'm still excited for it now.
I mean, I'm not like not excited. Like
I'd
it's
say
just
I'm still indifferent.
That's why the mushroom. Well, the evidence from the first gameplay trailer that we watched for it when it got revealed, there was a lot of like comic booky-esque things going on with it.
yeah.
Almost like a Monster Hunter meets kind of like fucking Borderlands kind of thing. And so like, the mushroom boinging thing doesn't really bother me.
I don't know. I just
Because that just feels like it's going to be part of the character of the game that sets it out from other games.
right, and it probably could be. It's just like at first glance, it's jarring to me. I guess for the perspective of like I'm still not used to comic book motion. It's like that's why I don't like motion comics. It's like it's a movie, but it's a comic book. I just want to read it.
Yeah,
But you know what else it is? It's a movie.
Telltale game.
That too.
Moss. It's the PSVR game with a rat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were
I
talking
don't
about how
really-
this was just like one of them puzzle games or whatever.
No,
Or at
because
least
there
it looked
is.
like that.
It looked like that at first, but then it shows combat later.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not that into VR.
There's that. And
Yeah,
then
the VR experience is kind of meh.
I think VR's kind
I
of.
think I'd play Super Hot, and that'd be about it.
Yeah, Super Hot is actually pretty fun in VR.
Because that seems like it would be fun. As
It
fuck.
is, yeah, no.
Yeah, games like Super Hot are pretty cool, but you kind of need like an Oculus setup for that.
Yeah.
Like you can't really play that on PlayStation.
I scare extremely easily. If you have never seen the video of me at our old roommate who had the VR set play fucking...
Obviously, you were watching me play fucking Alien Isolation last night. I was getting fucking destroyed.
What?
Oh, I was thinking Colonial Marines every time.
Yeah,
I was like, how the
again.
fuck do you get
Stop
scared?
talking about that game!
I was like, how do you get scared?
I'm
Fucking-
scared of how much damage my
Yes.
bullets do.
Oh man, it's so scary how many corpses I'm piling up.
Why are they dying? I just want to hug them.
Every
Gotta
time.
Climb up on this pile of corpses to shoot some more.
Man, I don't even think I can climb that high.
No,
I
see,
could be that
you're
type
when
of brain.
you're
Yeah.
kind of scared. Is like there's tension, but you
Well,
don't.
no,
show
it
the...
jump scares like fucking.
Yeah, jump
are
scares always
surprising
get me, and then I
shit.
get pissed off.
Exactly. Like so, the
It's not like I'm like, oh my god, I'm so terrified to
Yeah.
go into this next room.
No.
It's more like I'm just gonna run as fast as I can into that next room, but the first jump scare is gonna fucking
there was
surprise
okay.
the
So
shit out of
Ryan
me.
and I drunkenly played the VR shark game, like where it's like deep sea dive. It freaked Ryan the fuck out. Like it was so cool. And then there was what's the game
Does
with
that have
the
sharks in it? It sounds like there's sharks.
yeah the VR shark.
It's a VR
No.
shark game with no sharks.
Well, like
You just said deep sea dive.
Yeah, true.
and like okay, so like the whole point of this VR game is the shark is attacking
Fucking
you.
kaiju's down there. I don't know.
That'd be fucking cool.
The shark is attacking you, and it's like in your face, and it freaks you out because I'm claustrophobic as fuck to begin with.
I got a fun story after this.
And then what's the game with like the Yeti, not the Yeti, the Wendigo on PS4, John? It's like a horror game. Until Dawn. So there's like
I
a
haven't played that,
Never
so
played it.
there's an Until Dawn rail shooter
the
that
reason I didn't play Until Dawn is because it's like basically fucking Heavy Rain, but with scary monster.
yeah until
And I fucking hate Heavy Rain because the guy who wrote all that shit is a fucking creep. That's why I'm not really like into this.
John
whole-
hates creeps,
I'm.
but
No, I
looks up
mean-
porn in his downtime.
That's totally different. Okay, yes, I do weird stuff, but I don't write creepy rape fantasy video games.
Don't you?
I don't actually.
Making her JRPG.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be rape fantasy.
okay, but no, like
Damn,
it's a
mostly.
it's a rail shooter, and like there's parts that scare the shit because you're in VR. It goes black, and like I have a death fear of clowns, and the first level is a carnival.
Never got the clown fear, but go on.
Yeah, me neither. I'd probably just shoot a clown.
Yeah.
But it
My
jumped-
thing with clowns is they're just regular guys.
Like,
I could kill a regular.
I screamed. Ryan screamed like a little girl. I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Oh, I wish I got that on video."
Yeah, clowns chasing people with axes and machetes is like one of the reasons I carry. It's like
yeah, I was
if
about
a
to be
guy
like,
was
there's
chasing
never
me
been a
with
better
a
time.
machete,
than
I
to
just
see a
fucking
bear.
shoot a dude. I was actually like
When that was a big thing,
I was hoping one would come
No, I was,
chase me.
that's
so-
why I was like, this will never happen in the Midwest. There'd be so many dead clowns all over. You'd have to be like kicking them off the street so you didn't run them over.
Yeah, it happened a little bit around
Like
here.
Dead raccoons, it'd just be everywhere.
It happened a little bit around here, but then like
Once. It, like,
yeah,
happened
there was like
once.
one or two, and then basically like the police went and found them and were like, "Hey, this is a bad idea. Somebody's gonna
People here own guns.
either
Should not do
somebody
this.
else is going to shoot you, and they're gonna call us, and then we're gonna have to arrest you."
Not your average guns. These are the type of guns
Yeah.
that kill trees.
Yeah.
So then we go into what was your side tangent?
I had so on the shark thing, Far Cry 3, you had to kill a shark.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hate the water, like being in the water with anything.
Even in video games.
deathly afraid of sharks, man. So I took a machine gun boat out there, and for literally half an hour was just shooting into the fucking water because you needed to kill one to make like a wallet or some shit. I don't remember.
Yeah, to get like
and it sinks to the bottom, so you have to swim down there.
To get like the level 3 wallet, you had to kill a shark.
Yeah, and so I was just shooting into the water. That being said, the crocodiles don't fucking scare me in the water. I'll just stab the shit out of them. I don't know why.
So then we go to SNK Heroin's alternate costume. Yeah. It's a game. Like I said, this game is getting weirder and weirder with every trailer.
I mean, again, it's another game that you can tell is obviously created for the point of fan service. So this fan service doesn't really make me that mad.
Yeah, you weren't here for the story trailer though, which makes,
obviously they're gonna throw some sort of story in it.
no, it's an extremely rapey story.
Oh fuck! I forgot there was a story. It's so good.
All right. What's the story then?
Oh, what is it?
So
this guy kidnaps all these girls while they're passed out.
Yeah, the tournament ends, and then all the contestants get knocked the fuck out, and then he takes all the women, puts them in his house, and makes them fight each other in skimpy outfits.
Alright, that's a little rapey, but...
I forgot
that was the story! Yeah, I fucking forgot to. We were talking about, like, I'm okay with this fan service. I'm like...
The fan service is okay, because... Okay, when a game is made specifically for the point of fan service, like Dead or Alive or whatever, that doesn't make me upset, because I'm like, okay, this artist is creating something in his own way, and this is what he wanted to create. It's not something that I'm into, but it's not something that makes me mad. When somebody creates something for a purpose, and then is like, look at this giant tittied, jiggly boobed character that I threw in, and now do you want to buy my game? That makes me mad, because it's basically an artist saying, my game on its own isn't good enough to sell, here's some tits to look at while you're playing it.
You ever wonder how many copies that actually sells?
What? Like the Dead or Alive?
Sex appeal in the games?
I mean, I have a copy of Dead or Alive.
No, I'm talking
I did not
games,
buy
just
it.
Like,
when I got the copy of Dead or Alive, I wasn't old enough to even buy the game.
No, I'm just wondering, like, in a regular game,
I don't even actually
it's like,
remember if it was
how
my
many
brother
copies
or my cousin that gave
of
it.
whatever.
I was like, how the fuck did you get the game?
How many copies of whatever fucking game she's in does, like, Ivy sell?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, she was plastered on the one where...
Yeah, she's all over everything in Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur. God,
Yeah.
I wanted to say Killer
Oh, yeah.
Instinct. Anyway,
Ivy and Zaslamel are in Soul Calibur. That's a reveal trailer.
Ivy's one of the characters that I hate, because, well, like, Soul Calibur 5 sucked dick.
Man,
I just think it's an interesting economical thing to look at.
But, like, the other Soul Caliburs were decent fighting games, and then you get characters like fucking Ivy, that the only reason they look like the way they do is so that people can basically fucking jerk off to that shit.
No, I understand.
Unplugged my phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck are you guys even doing?
I didn't. That was there this morning. I didn't know whose phone it was. Nah, like, I understand. Like, I don't know. I'm excited for Zaslamel. Like, so then we go to Battlefield 1 Apocalypse. I don't play Battlefield 1 anymore, so I don't know what's going on.
I think it's just another add-on. I just started playing Battlefield 1 again, because it, like, I don't know, sounded like fun, I guess.
Do you guys remember Metal Gear? Do you guys remember how good it was?
No.
Shut up. John remembers.
the
Pepperidge
only-
Farm remembers how good Metal
The only
Gear was.
Metal Gear I've ever known has been 5. I have yet to play it, and then some people are like, "Oh, it's terrible," but it looks like such a good game.
It's
not
a great
terrible.
game.
And they're like, "It's
As
not
a
Metal
game?
Gear," and I'm just like, "Yeah, but I
But
don't
like
care."
for the Metal Gear lore, it is kind of like a hey, fuck you.
For the Metal Gear lore, fuck that. That's one of those that shouldn't even have lore. It's
For the
just
Metal
so
Gear
fucking
lore,
weird.
every game is like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But
I
this
still
one,
like it,
yeah.
but
You said
This
there's
one isn't
no ladder
particularly
climbs for like 4
kind
minutes.
of like
that's only in 3.
I know.
and it was like 10
It
minutes.
was a 10 minutes?
Yeah, it was fucking forever.
For
I
what?
remember wondering if my fucking game glitched.
What are we talking about?
Where you climb the ladder.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah.
It's like a transition between levels.
Yeah, you know what the worst
Right.
fucking part about it is? When you get to the bottom of that fucking ladder, there's another fucking ladder.
Oh yeah! I fucking forgot!
You basically like walk around a circle and then climb down another ladder. It's not an excessively long one, but I remember looking at it and be like, fuck off. And then I climbed down it and it was
I'm not doing it.
and it was only like a 24-foot ladder, and I was like, alright, okay,
Yeah,
fuck it, fuck.
That, and then the fact that you have to like switch your controller port for Psycho Mantis
That's in,
are the only things
Metal
I
Gear
know
Solid
about
1.
Metal Gear Solid 4, 5.
Well, that was a really cool boss fight at the time, because it was on the PS1.
And it also was like talking shit about the games you were playing before.
Well, it was reading your memory card, and it could specifically like notice certain games, and then they'd point out those
I
ones.
see you're playing Crash Bandicoot. I'm like, get the fuck out of my head.
I don't think that was one of them.
I think it was like because I remember bringing up Crash Bandicoot.
I don't
You're
think
playing
Crash
Harvest
Bandicoot was
Moon,
one.
Blue Moon, faggot. Oh.
It was only specific games that it would register. So like if you didn't have anything on your memory card, you'd be like, "Oh, I see this is your first game or whatever."
It's not my first game.
Yeah,
What are
right.
you about?
But it was pretty
They play
cool
a few games.
because like there was nothing before that had ever happened.
I hate Metal Gear Survive. It looks stupid, by the way. I'm just playing.
I don't know, I'll probably give it a shot because
I
don't really mind like horde modes and shit. But
I get that, but like I
I'll
don't know.
definitely-
I'd rather play Vermintide.
yeah, I'll definitely wait till it's either free or super cheap.
I don't consider myself a Metal Gear purist, but like I really do like. Okay, Metal Gear lore is fucking dumb, and I will 100% enjoy that.
White supremacist.
Because anytime anyone says
What?
purist, I just think like, oh, makes you sound like a full-on Nazi.
I'm just making my point. Like I will defend that. Like my love for Metal Gear outweighs like I like Revengeance, but I don't like Revengeance. Like I like Revengeance as a fucking hack and slash, but I don't like Revengeance for like the Metal Gear in it.
I think I think Revengeance is fine for the Metal Gear parts in it. It's Raiden's story. It's not fucking Snake's.
I know it. I'm just saying. I don't know those people.
I'm not actually like even that upset that Raiden was the focus in Metal Gear Solid 2.
I see. I don't care about that. Like I like Raiden. Like it just.
I don't like Raiden. I just didn't really care that much. Because it was literally the second Metal Gear that I ever played.
Burnout Paradise.
Yeah, let's move to something good.
Alright, fine. Fuck off. Let's not say what I was gonna say.
Oh no, go on. I was
Your
just.
opinions aren't valued.
Go on,
Your
John.
opinions are right. I don't like Metal Gear. Well, fuck.
Yeah. And
So-
now that people know
sucks.
that I don't like Metal Gear.
No, it's fine if you don't like Metal Gear.
So what
It's
was your
super
Raiden
No,
too?
I want to
Yeah.
play 5, but other than that, I don't.
Raiden.
I do actually recommend it if like the story and shit
Halfway
like
between
that.
topics now.
No, I'm
No,
if,
we're going. We can talk
like if
about-
you're interested in Metal Gear Solid 5, I definitely recommend playing it from a gameplay perspective. But, like,
I
if-
don't give a fuck about the story.
Yeah, if you're not really into the story, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll
Venom
be
Snake.
confused like most of the way,
Yeah.
but not that it really
I
matters.
don't really give a shit.
My favorite
I
thing
play
about-
Ubisoft games. I'm used to being confused.
Yeah,
My favorite thing about
When
Metal
you
Gear
get to the-
Solid 5.
when you get to the quiet boss fight, experiment. Try whatever the fuck you want, because there's like a cajillion ways to fucking kill her, and it gets pretty
Like
funny.
the one that I watched is somebody killed her with the box.
Yeah, somebody dropped like a supply drop on
Oh
her.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a pretty
right.
good
He
one
killed
too.
Quiet. I keep forgetting.
You don't kill her, you beat her in a boss fight.
Yeah. No, like the one thing about Metal Gear Solid 5, there's not hour fucking long cutscenes. Fun fact: Guns of the Patriot, Metal Gear Solid 4, you can do like a 15-minute long cutscene, walk to the next door, and it's an hour-long movie. And I'm like,
There's still long as shit cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid 5.
yeah, but not as long.
I don't mind that as long as it's not like the order.
Yeah, where it was like long as
1886.
shit.
Yeah, no,
Where it's longer
Not
than the
that much
gameplay, and I
gameplay.
feel like it won't be that bad.
Yeah, no. That's the thing, like, you get done with the cutscene with someone else, you're like, oh, let's do this. And then it's an hour-long cutscene, I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go fucking, yeah. I'm gonna just-
Guess I'll just go fuck myself. I won't play any games today.
Well,
The nice thing about Guns of the Patriots is that usually after the cutscenes it didn't throw you right into gameplay.
Yeah.
So if you just went and fucked off for a little while and came back, it's not like you came back to fucking get in the middle of gunfire.
Yeah. It's just kind of like you looked, you're just like, I'm like, okay, that's a nice 15-minute conversation. Walk out that door for the next objective. Oh, it's an hour-long cutscene. Okay, I guess I'll just make a fucking sandwich. I'll just fucking do that. Then we go to Burnout Paradise, and this game, it's a remaster, and I fucking want it. I love Burnout. Burnout is the shit. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I don't play racing games that much. Burnout, Burnout's fucking fun. John, you're the race enthusiast of the group.
I mean, I like racing actual cars. I'm not really that into fucking racing games. I like Burnout, though. I'm kind of excited for this one because I had the demo for Burnout Paradise, but I never actually owned the actual game. I think the demo was on the disc for Need for Speed Underground 2, and I played that fucking demo more than I played Need for Speed. Because I liked it so much. Yeah, and it literally only came with 2 of the modes, and I only played one of them because the crash mode was so much fun.
Fuck it, we already talked a lot about how things used to be better. So I really liked the Burnout games, and also the old Need for Speed games would have actual like soundtracks on them.
Underground.
Yeah.
Midnight Club Dub Edition.
Yeah, Underground
Oh, yeah,
2's
pretty
fucking
good shit, too.
soundtrack was lit.
I'm talking
awesome.
like Hot Pursuit 2.
Yeah, that had
I
a
have a
pretty
lot
great
of
soundtrack,
songs
too.
from there.
Dude, fucking Need for Speed Most Wanted had like Bullet for My Valentine and fucking
Yeah!
Mastodon
Holy
on
shit,
it. It was
yeah, that's
great.
right. Dude, Grand Theft Auto had some good, like, fucking soundtracks on
Not
there, too.
really.
No, it did.
A couple of the stations would play some good stuff.
Yeah,
like
but I
in
mean, that's
San
even how it is now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
San
like
Andreas,
in San
I was gonna say
Andreas,
San
one
Andreas.
of the fucking...
But yeah, you get stupid shit on there.
One of the
like-
radio stations would play Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of.
Well, yeah,
and
and
that
you
was
get, like
pretty good.
Lowrider.
Yeah.
I wore just stupid shit like that.
Well, like Riders of the Storm was on Underground 2,
Right.
and that was always
Yeah.
boss
The point
when
is
that came
they
on.
don't even do that in like the late NCAA games.
See, what I miss about...
Right, because
fucking
NC...
like drum rolls and shit.
Yeah, like NCAA and fucking old school, like, Madden games had lit soundtracks, too.
Yeah, because we were talking about how I used to play like NCAA
See-
06, and it's like, oh yeah, a lot of the songs on that were really good.
Yeah.
See, what I miss about
And they
those
weren't well
soundtracks
known for
mostly
indie bands.
isn't necessarily that, like, most of the songs were really good, but there was in the options menu, you could actually, like, select which songs
You
could
wanna
play.
Some
Yeah.
of them had that.
Yeah.
But you could just skip all the way through.
Yeah,
But we're bringing
I
it-
remember Most Wanted, like, you could set the songs, and you could even, like, set them to when they would play, so, like, you could
Right
set
after,
different
like,
songs to be playing in the menus, and different songs to be playing while you were driving.
So,
But I just set all the same songs to do all the same shit.
Sonic Forces, though, is bringing that back where, like, the music is good.
Well, I mean, yeah,
But
the
the
soundtrack's
game is
pretty
shitty.
lit, but the game is awful.
Yeah.
See the problem?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I actually saw a
You know what's
video.
a good game with speed that could have a good soundtrack?
Burnout Paradise.
Right. But anyways, I actually saw a video the other day of have you ever seen that Simpsons episode where Homer's trying to build like a barbecue setup?
yeah,
outside?
yeah.
Anyways, they like put the Sonic Team logo over Homer's face, and then he is looking at a picture of it, of the barbecue setup, but they put Sonic Mania over top of it, and then he's like, oh, that's a pretty good looking barbecue set right there, and then he lowers the picture, and it's a jumbled mess, but it says Sonic Forces on it, and he's like, why can't mine look like that? It's actually really funny.
That was good. I like that one a
And
lot.
then he beats the shit out of it.
And that episode was actually that's like the when Simpsons started getting dumb, but that was a smart episode.
That was old.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's still like the smart Simpsons. And then we go to Age of Empires Definitive Edition, and you guys aren't as excited for the 4K like backdrop.
Well, I'm not it's not that I don't like it, it's just that good graphics don't always do games better. So it's like there's a distinct difference in the sprite work for Age of Empires, and when they upgrade the graphics, it kind of almost makes it like a jumbled looking mess. Like I can't tell
it could be better. We didn't see them.
Yeah, it especially when you're like sitting up at a computer and instead of like
Yeah.
watching it on a
And
television
once you
screen.
kind of acclimate to it, it could be a little better.
Right, and I
But my only thing is like I just can't tell as easily what's going on.
Right. So then we then go to Immortal Unchained, and we actually have a story now.
Well, he's unchained.
and he's immortal.
He's immortal.
And apparently
Maybe.
there's like cyborg zombies.
It's just Destiny 3.
Well,
Then
yeah, I
he-
don't actually
There's
know what's going on.
darkness, there's a prophecy, there's some
Who's
stupid
ready for
bullshit.
Detective Pikachu?
That sounds like a lot of different storylines, actually.
Yeah, but mostly it's Destiny.
Yeah.
Who's ready for Detective Pikachu, guys?
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
don't really fucking care about
Makes me
this.
wonder how many Pokemon murders a year there are.
How much Pokemon on Pokemon violence there
Not
is.
Pokemon on like the fucking
That Pikachu
one
is
tree
actually a-
thing almost crushes those people.
Yeah.
And then they
See, that's one
fucking-
thing I want to
yeah.
see more of in Pokemon.
Pokemon human violence?
Well, just Pokemon actually beating the shit out of people. This is like every time in fucking the show, they're all like, Team Rocket's all like, whatever Pokemon they have at whatever time, they're like, coughing, Arbok, fucking attack the people, and then
pretty
they
much
don't.
have the regular fucking like Pokemon though. It's like if I just threw a snake at you,
Yeah, true.
or just a rat. Like they usually have Rattatas for some reason. So it's just like they have their regular fucking Pokemon and then coughing.
Yeah.
James has coughing.
SOA Fatal Bullet.
Well, in the games they have some of those more basic ones, but in the show they
Basic
literally
bitch.
just have one apiece.
Yeah.
Which is actually one reason why I hate the show. It's actually one of the reasons why I kind of dislike the games. Because everybody's always carrying like 2 or 3 Pokemon. I got a full team of 6 here.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't even matter what level I'm at. I'm just gonna
I'll take
outlast
6
you.
fucking Rattatas if I have to.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll keep sending them at you. I don't
And
care
most
how
of-
many of them die.
Yeah, I could just fucking outlast most people with the amount of Pokemon I have versus what they actually have.
Actually, yours will succumb to the bite wounds.
Unless they're like 50 levels ahead of me.
And our last trailer is SOA Fatal Bullet. So, it's a
Nifty.
game.
It exists. I don't care.
Yeah, so.
I don't know. The only thing I can really say about this is like
It's its own original story, John.
I've already explained that it takes place in Gun Gale, but not during the
They have to
storyline.
specify that it's a fatal bullet, though.
Most bullets technically are fatal.
Oh, we're gonna get into that today, I'll tell you.
Most bullets probably aren't fatal.
Well, I mean, not in that game. More
So
than-
Kickstarter's crowdfunding
Exactly.
has...
Okay, so the thing with like
Bullets fun.
the Gun Gale thing is like the storyline is basically like there's a guy in the game who hacks the game so that when he shoots people they die in real
Does
life.
he hack his kid
He's
back to
technically...
life?
No, so technically it's 3 people that are, like, killing...
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
give away the plot line.
Oh,
I was just gonna explain
Spoilers.
the premise of the
my
show.
bad. I fucked up.
But alright, I guess we'll just
Oh,
fucking...
boy. I mean, hasn't that been out for a while?
Yeah, kinda, but there still isn't an English dub, so there's a lot of people who haven't watched it yet.
Well, I think I don't give a fuck about those people.
I mean, whatever. I'm just saying.
Eli has said that, like, he doesn't want people who watch Sword Art Online to listen to him.
No, I think
I
it's a
don't, yeah.
it's a dumb show, definitely, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the intern
So,
to be like, I
um,
watch Sword Art Online.
He
Ah.
does! He fucking texted
Ah,
me. He's
okay.
like, so you guys talk a lot about Sword Art Online. I'm like, yep.
Talk
I
about
like it.
trash about Sword Art.
So
Yeah, true.
the
It's because it's
Shock-
trash.
The System Shock remaster that was put on Kickstarter is put on an indefinite hold.
Was put on Kickstarter?
They were gonna try to kickstart a remaster for System Shock, and it's been put on hold.
System Shock.
It's the precursor to Bioshock.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys played System Shock. I played it. It was fine.
I have played it, but it was long enough ago that I don't fucking remember it. And I only played it like I don't even think I finished it.
Yeah. It was. I don't know. Sea of Thieves.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
It's okay. It's like I don't know. I like Bioshock a lot more. So
I don't even like Bioshock.
Sea of Thieves.
yeah, I didn't like Infinite.
Fear of Oceans, you see. That's
See, it
why.
was Infinite that I didn't like. Well, you should play
I
Infinite.
know there's
then.
a city. I've played Infinite.
Okay,
That was
I
the
was
only
gonna
one
say.
I've played all the way through.
And you enjoyed? Or you
I
hated it?
enjoyed it until the end that tries to mind fuck you,
With
and
the
then you just
multiverse.
and then you just like, oh wait, no, this is fucking retarded. You can't trick me, game.
Yeah.
Where it's like everything is infinite. You can be Booker DeWitt is every protagonist.
It's
in the
like,
future
yeah,
of
you've
life.
got to die, and I was like, no. If this is infinite, there's a Booker DeWitt that'll kill the other Booker DeWitts. God damn it.
So
When
this
there's
is
one
just a
that kill
funny.
him,
This is just a
and kill
funny
him,
gag thing
and
for
kill
me.
him.
Is that like Sea of Thieves is like we're not gonna have any like pirate movie DLCs. I'm like good. I don't want any Johnny Depp shit. Fuck that noise.
I'm kind of disappointed now.
You don't want Pirates of the Caribbean?
I love Pirates of the
I
Caribbean.
hate Pirates of the
The
Caribbean.
new movies are kind of
Yeah, I was gonna be
but
like, I like
I haven't
the
actually-
original trilogy.
I haven't actually seen
And
any
the
of the
fourth-
new movies.
I like 1, 2, and 4.
I like 1, 2, 3.
There's gonna be Dark Souls co-op
Solid.
co-op feeling for Code Vein. Apparently, that's what Bandai Namco
Oh,
just
thank God.
tweeted us.
I don't know why I thought we were still talking about Sea of Thieves.
No.
It's like Dark Souls, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I don't
It's the
think
Dark
it'll work
Souls
very
of
well.
pirate games.
Yeah.
Technically, it is. I mean,
It's the only pirate
Yeah.
game, really.
No, there's another pirate game that's coming out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not out yet.
But
So.
no one gives a shit.
Yeah,
Sea
no,
of Thieves is
because Sea of Thieves is like overthrown the other like because we were talking about this at the when we did the E3 podcast. Like, oh my god, that was almost a year ago. Holy shit.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, our first video came out April 1st, so like we're doing the Robro 1 year March 30th. So we're gonna do a ton of shit. So, But no, the thing about that I don't know. I'm not excited for Code Vein. Like, I just don't think it's
Oh,
cool.
I don't remember what that is, to be honest.
It's
Anime
anime
Dark
Dark
Souls.
Souls.
Alright.
Vampire.
Oh,
They're
wait, do you
vampires.
have a follower?
Yeah.
We watched some gameplay?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. I don't
You have like a
care.
person that follows around you and hits shit.
Seems
and
easier
kills
than
you
Dark
sometimes.
Souls, then.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, eh.
So,
Plus, I just feel like the game doesn't look that great, and that's one of the things about Dark Souls that like.
I thought it looked
Well, it just looks.
From what I heard.
It looks clunky in a.
So like Dark Souls 1?
No, like an engine kind of way.
Dark Souls 1?
No, I mean like the. I don't know. The animation just for them walking even looks weird.
Dark Souls 1?
Dark Souls
Where I
1
made
doesn't
my guy
look that
fat
bad.
when I started and realized, oh shit, that actually affects the gameplay.
Nice job.
So I
Warcraft
tried
director
to roll
Duncan
this-
Jones says despite the film's great performance overseas, no
That's
one is
your
quite
fault.
sure if there will be a sequel
To
to Warcraft.
Oh.
I kind of want one.
I mean, I don't, I want one because I got the movie. I got that they changed some of it. It didn't really matter to me. I'm not, a huge, purist
Yeah.
of the Warcraft lore. They do some weird time fucking traveling shit anyway.
Yeah, it kind of gets convoluted later on in the
Oh, when it comes to WoW, it gets all sorts of fucked.
Yeah. And Paramount is set to release date for the live-action CGI Sonic the Hedgehog movie for 2019.
Yo, this is why they're coming out with a Mario movie, then.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch that.
Probably not going to watch either of those, Mario or the Sonic movie.
Who's
Yeah.
excited? Okay. We're gonna go see the Tomb Raider movie though.
I've never played Tomb Raider.
I know,
Why do
this
you
is-
want me to see?
Because you're a video game person, and you're the only one that besides Zach. And Zach, I would rather have you go see the Tomb Raider movie, use Jay and me, and maybe I don't think Max played Tomb Raider. I don't know, but so you guys know the Donald, right? The Donald is now fighting video games, guys.
Yeah,
Indeed.
well, he's just doing. He suggested that we put a warning label on video games that are hyper-violent.
Oh man, it's
So
like
they-
we do that.
Yeah, so
It's called the ESRB.
that's exactly what I
the
was going to say.
fuck?
He basically suggested we invent the ESRB, which already
Good
exists.
fucking job.
Yeah.
He said that too about movies too. He's like, there should be a let you know that this movie is violent. And I'm like, oh, like the
Now,
MPAA.
I know he
So-
hasn't been to a theater in a while because he probably has his own home theater.
And he's probably too busy golfing.
I don't know about that.
Like,
No,
he
he's
golfs.
dumb.
No, I'm saying
He
Donald
golfs a
golfs
lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
But when you go and watch a movie, there's this advertisement that's like, oh yeah, check the box to make sure that it's age appropriate.
It
and
literally
tell
plays.
you if there's violence or fucking blue collar comedy.
Yeah, if you show up to a movie theater 5 minutes early, it literally plays every 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they're annoying as fuck. They piss
Yeah.
me off. It's
Along with
man,
a
I
bunch of
know
other
this thing
advertisements.
exists for literally my entire life.
Right?
God Does he think that like kids can just go out and buy like fucking M-rated games then? Like, I'm 12 years old. Give me the fucking Grand Theft Auto.
The thing about like a lot of that stuff is, yeah, some places do let kids still buy like heavily mature rated games or whatever.
It depends.
Grandma to buy them for me.
Right, that's what I mean.
And they
Yeah,
knew
well,
that she was doing that, but they were like, "Yo, I'm not going to stop her from buying it."
When I was like 14, I could walk into a GameStop and walk out with an M-rated game, but I couldn't do the same thing at like a Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, oh, man, that's. I guess it's a hard.
I think they cracked down on that more than when
It's
I was
possible
kid.
that they have.
They have cracked down a lot more. Like, okay, here's my thing.
But I mean, I didn't buy that many games when I was a teenager, anyways. Like most of the
I
time.
don't even think they would let me sign up for a fucking account because she like had to make an account for me.
No, I
That
couldn't
game
sign
stuff.
up for an account. I could just buy games.
Here's the thing that really fucking gets me.
Like if
about
I
this.
walked in with cash, they were like, "Fuck it, do whatever you want."
I make this.
Yeah, as long as you got cash for it, we don't fucking care.
I make this point every time that there's a violent shooting that happens. It's like everyone will always jump to like video games. Like they did this with Mortal Kombat back in the day.
Okay, when the kids start ripping their fucking spines out, I'll be like, yeah, Mortal Kombat probably.
No,
influenced
dude,
that
I'm
a
just making a
little
point.
bit.
Mortal Kombat was one of the first games that were like, these things are gonna make our kids fucking murder people. I'm like,
Yuck!
statistically,
Jesus Christ,
there's
yeah,
a
probably
statistic though
Mortal Kombat.
that violent video games make children less violent in the real
Right, 'cause
world.
you're taking out your
Yeah.
aggression.
Well, I mean, fucking, what was it, like the 1400s when they were burning people alive for being witches? When he had video games to make them
1400s,
violent.
my ass. That was like 120 years ago.
Yeah, I guess.
You were burning black people for being rapists when they weren't rapists.
For just being black, basically.
Yeah.
This is legit history. We're not
About
making a
60,
joke.
60, 70 years ago, they
People
were
were
shooting people who were protesting.
Yeah.
And hanging people and dragging them in cars with cars.
Florida hanged an elephant. Let's do it.
Did you just say Florida hanged an elephant?
They did.
With a crane and industrial chain.
Yeah.
What? Why?
The elephant
Trampled a small
person.
child. Yeah.
And then they were like, man, it was a circus. And they were like, what are we going to do with this elephant? We can't keep it. We'll do a mock trial, sell tickets, and then hang it. And so they did.
That's stupid and fucking retarded at the
To
same
be
time.
fair, this was actually like the early 1900s. So.
Oh, I thought you meant this just happened.
Oh, no.
I was like, fuck, dude,
Circuses
what the,
don't
how did I not,
exist.
how did I fucking not hear about that?
No.
No,
This
I've
was,
spent
but-
too much time watching porn if I missed out on a hung elephant.
was
Well,
it-
hanged elephant.
Yeah.
I gotta specify, hung is different. I see that all the time. People will be like, well, they hung that dude. And I'm like, that's not how you do that. That's not how that is.
Oh, I thought you were
They
talking about like
wrapped his
you were
giant
watching
penis around his
Yeah,
neck
exactly.
and hung him until he died.
That's what I meant when you were like.
There's totally a difference between a hanged man and a hung man. Just so we're clear. I actually saw somebody make that mistake like on Facebook the other day.
I'm gonna go to the hung man's tree.
Yeah. It's just a tree with a bunch of giant dick dudes live.
But like no.
Like a bunch of Keebler.
Yes,
Oh, God,
dude,
that's
9-inch
exactly what I was
penises.
To round this back to the E ESRB and the rating
Oh,
system in
man.
violence in video games.
Bringing it back to them dicks.
I hate, like, my problem with this is, like, I
Oh.
hate politicians that, like, jump on the video game. Video games are violent, fuck 'em!
It really hasn't happened in a while, to be honest.
Oh, dude, it's
been
happening
a couple
again.
years.
Dude, it's happening again. Like,
I mean,
right
well,
when it
Yeah,
happened.
right now, but like
Yeah,
the
the
last
Kentucky
time it
guy,
happened was
Now,
like
the only thing.
2000s.
No, it
Early-ish.
happened a couple years ago when I was graduating high school. There was a little bit in there.
Oh yeah.
Because I think there was a big school shooting. around
Yeah,
the
because
time.
I was in like, I think it was like I was a freshman in college when that was going on again.
I was also a sophomore in college when that was happening.
Anyway.
That was when I stopped caring about it a lot less.
Right.
Or stopped caring a lot
Now,
less
the
about
only
it.
thing that scares
The
me
thing that,
right
no,
now
but
is...
here's the thing, it's the president that's, like, calling this shit. Like, Obama was like, alright, fuck it.
Well, yeah, but he's probably less likely to get anything done about
I
it.
feel like if anything, that'll just make, like, Donald
Yeah.
Trump calling it out will probably, like,
Yeah, but
make
that's the
more
thing.
people be like, nah, video games are alright.
No. My fucking Facebook was filled with like, see, video games are violent. This is why I don't let my kids play video games. I'm like, ah, you stupid bitch.
Well, that's whatever. The president doing something about that's not going to stop those people from making that decision.
If he was like, man, video games aren't violent, people are going to be like, oh, I guess I will let my kids play fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that doesn't add up.
It's less likely to do anything if the president says something about it, because, like, he's in the public eye already, so people already, like, see him. It's when, like, Congress and background politicians start bringing it up. And it's not because people, like, aren't going to argue with them. It's because people just aren't going to see it.
Yeah.
That it's happening.
Anyway, as I say, this only sort of scares me because of the recent stuff with, I forgot the name now, the freedom of the internet.
Yeah,
Net neutrality. That
Net
ends in
neutrality, fuck.
That technically ends in April, too, so.
Yeah, they need more states to step up and say something about it.
Right.
Technically, on a state level, though, it could become
Different.
Yeah. So, like, Iowa was already in that group, so there's a possibility, I don't want to say a good chance. There's a possibility that it won't really affect us here, because they'll implement statewide laws.
What are they gonna do? Make it shittier?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Fucking joke's on them, they can't hardly.
We already have super shitty internet pretty much everywhere you go.
Oh, my download speed went down from a megabyte to 900 kilobytes. Oh wait, it does that already!
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I get 20 meg
Fuck you.
for, like, download at all times.
It takes John a day to upload a video.
Yeah, so if you're wondering what that means my internet's fucking trash.
Yeah,
and it's already the only option I have.
I get 20 megabytes if no one's using it. Now, my internet is free through my landlord, so I don't complain too much.
See, mine's not. Mine's 20 for like $100 a month.
Now...
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah,
you are
and that's
fucked.
my only fucking option.
Yeah.
That's why net neutrality is a fucking shit
I
idea.
think that's probably what they pay around my landlords, because
Like the lack of
me
net
and my
neutrality
roommate...
or net neutrality?
No, the fucking lack of it.
Yeah,
What
okay.
they just
Well, you said
did.
that's why net neutrality is shit.
Well, that's why
Like,
this whole situation is shit.
Like, when I first moved in, we looked into upgrading it, and then, like, there were only 2 things above it, and we upgraded to what we have now. But then, like, the one above it was, like, $200, barely
Jesus
better. And it
Christ.
was just like, holy fuck, I'm not paying that. That's my rent.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot no matter what you're getting, honestly.
And they were like, yeah, if you go to that, you're paying for it. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Like, I politics and fucking media just really get me some days. Especially if, like, I mean, I'm a dude who doesn't play a lot of, like, hyper... Well,
I'm saying it. Stand up. Let's fucking
fighting games.
revolution.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
You know what I mean. Like,
I'm ready to start a
You played
revolution.
Injustice. They kill a 10-year-old in that game.
Don't forget to like...
Technically, they do.
Yeah, they do. They give them all the time.
I'm not out there for the people to be like, video games are violent.
I'm saying it right now. Anarchy. Stand up to the government.
Okay, don't forget to like...
Fuck the
subscribe.
system.
I'm not done yet.
Rage against the machine.
If they ban AR-15s just for being AR-15s, I'm gonna stand up on Congress and I'm gonna fucking be like,
Congress.
anarchy right now. I don't fucking know where I'd stand,
Anarchy
honestly.
right now.
We're gonna fucking do it.
You go to
The best declaration. Anarchy right now.
Let's do it. Suck my dick.
Who the fuck was that guy?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Have a good day.